I have a twin brother whose name is Cole, and he plays cello with the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. We have 2 older siblings who play the violin. And so when me and Cole were born, my dad was like, oh, we're making a family string quartet. So Cole, you're bigger, you're playing cello. Harper, you're playing viola. We would go out and busk on the street. So people really loved seeing siblings playing together. I'm very, very happy that my dad had us play instruments because it's such a big part of who I am now. Every time I go on the stage, especially during a concert, I'm immersed in the feeling of being so grateful to even be on that stage. I was just finishing up my degree at University of Michigan and ended up winning the audition, and it was just the most amazing feeling. And it's so great to be able to play with a bunch of amazing musicians. I applied to the fellowship program because of all of the great things that I have heard. The training is so amazing, and being able to just be fully immersed in this orchestral experience, professional orchestra, is just an amazing experience. I knew that DSO is really great pioneers of just broadcasting pieces by composers of color. They didn't just stick with all the standard rep, and they've been doing this for a really long time. They pay super close attention to detail, which is amazing. The hall is beautiful. The acoustics are amazing. They have a lot of different people they bring in from the community and from all over the world. DSO is very much making an effort to connect to the community and try to bring those voices to the stage. Caroline is third chair of the viola section in the symphony orchestra. She suggested that I come study with her at University of Michigan, and ended up going there to study with her, and that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. She was my teacher at University of Michigan for 2 years, and I just learned so much from her and grew so much as a musician and a person from her guidance. My first year at Michigan, we were working on an excerpt, and we actually played it together, and it kind of simulated me sitting in a section with her and her being my stand partner. And I was thinking to myself, oh, that would be amazing if I could ever get the opportunity to do that. Being able to be in a section with her and just still get guidance from her and advice is really a blessing. The great thing about the fellowship is you play your assigned weeks with the orchestra, but there's also opportunity for chamber performances. We just did a performance yesterday at a hospital in the lobby for the different patients and doctors coming in and out. And that was really cool, just to be able to have a sense of giving, these people a gift. We got a whole lot of comments about how appreciative they were that we were there and playing. There's also opportunities to lead sectionals for kids that are in the civic youth ensemble. It's hard to dream about doing something if you haven't seen somebody else who looks like you doing it. You learn from them too, and you learn how to help them solve problems, and then it also kind of brings revelation to things that you do in your everyday practice. Playing an instrument in general, especially when you're serious about it and it's your profession, it's a relationship, honestly, like a romantic relationship. Sometimes you go to it to release emotion, or if you're having a bad day, to just relax and it can be sort of like a meditation sometimes. Other times it can be the cause for why you're not having a good day. I definitely think about legacy, especially more now being a part of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. I am in this fellowship program, but I also have a duty to be the best that I can be so that I can serve as this representation for African-American children, or even adults or teenagers, to serve as a representation for them to know this is something that's possible.